All right, welcome. In this video here, you're going to learn how to find the missing sides of a 45, 45, 90 triangle. What you need to realize is that there's two different starting points. You can start on the legs like we are here in this question, where this leg and this leg are the exact same length. So x, that's super easy. X equals 22 times the square root of 2. You'll notice that they are the same for both of those, as it mentions right here in the directions for that part. So once you recognize that both legs are the same, that's your first answer for x. Now to find the other answer for y, you have to recognize that you take your starting value and you just multiply it by square root of 2, either side. So whatever those two legs are, just multiply that answer by the square root of 2. Now this could be different for some folks also, because when you take the 22 square root of 2 and you multiply that by the square root of 2, then you're going to end up having the square root of 4. So then you're looking at 22 times the square root of 4. Well, the square root of 4 actually is just 2. So the answer then would be, 22 times 2, well, that answer is pretty easy. That would be 44. So if you're trying to figure out your question, in this case here, you take 22 square root of 2 times the square root of 2, and it gives you 2 times 22, which is 44. This is the answer for y. Hope this video helps in getting that. Now, also understand, though, this is not always going to be this easy. You might start on the hypotenuse as well. So if you start over here instead, remember that to go the other direction, you would have to then divide by square root of 2. So just as a quick little side question right here, to see if you got this figured out. If this was a, let's just say 10 to make it more interesting even, you would take that and you would divide that by the square root of 2. So it would look like this. Now the computer will not accept answers like this. So to get that in its better simplified format, you have to then multiply the top and the bottom by the same square root number. So in this case, top and bottom by square root of 2, like this. But when you take square root of 2 times the square root of 2, like you saw earlier, it turns into 2. So this answer then becomes, for the bottom of this bottom side of the triangle, it becomes 10 square root of 2 over 2. But also then notice that the 10 and the 2 can reduce. So the most reduced version of that side then becomes 5 square root of 2. That is the correct length for this black side that you see right there. Now, if that's 5 square root of 2, this would also become 5 square root of 2. That is the harder kind of questions you're going to see for 45, 45, 90 triangles that you should also be aware of. That you then have to take 10 and divide it by the square root of 2, and it turns into, in this case, 5 square root of 2. Hope this video helps in getting you through 45, 45, 90 triangles.